Hello.
There we go. Hello.
Hey. I feel like I should be whispering. And my kids aren't even home. Darren took them to soccer practice. And they're still out.
I feel like for the first time during a PTO meeting, my house is quiet.
Nice. Yay. Looks like we already have quite a few people. Hey, Madam Faltasek. Hey, Madam Koffenberg. Yeah, it's weirdly quiet around here. Hey, Jason.
Hi.
All right, I'm taking notes by.
What'd you say?
I'm taking notes by hand. I lost my computer cords.
You? Oh no.
I'm like looking for it everywhere too. I'm like, I don't know.
I got a new laptop for my birthday yesterday, apparently.
Ooh.
Did not ask for it, but I think it was just like what my husband wanted to buy. And he gave it to me today. So I'm like, I'm learning how to use it. And yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I still know where the cord is, thankfully.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking notes, Malia.
Yeah.
About that time. Sure, we'll have some people hop on as we go, but we can get started for now. Welcome, everyone. Oh, there's Christoph. Hello, Christoph. Welcome to the first PTO meeting of the year. We are trying out a new later time. We were thinking maybe it would give people a chance to get their kids kind of settled for the evening. Hopefully they're almost asleep or close.
Mine's not here.
Yay.
You would be wrong.
Oh. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm Rebecca Lacoste. We'll just start out with some introductions. I'm Rebecca. If you don't know me, I'm the PTO president this year, so I'm really excited to be serving you guys in the school. And I have 3 kids. Gabe is in 3rd grade and Elizabeth is in 1st this year, and Luke is like 22 months. We had his first day of ECFE this week. We went to a little parent-child class. He had 3 helpings of strawberries. It was awesome. And we have another one coming in March. So we are a little bit crazy, but happy crazy. So I see we have some of the other officers here tonight as well. So if you guys just want to introduce yourself, Mike, do you want to say hi?
Yeah, I'm Mike Williford. I am the social chair for the PTO. My daughter's in kindergarten, Madam Bowler-Belise class. I head up all of the, fun events like feeding the teachers and all the social events that you might attend throughout the year. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you. Malia, where are you? You're
I'm
here.
here. Okay. Hi, I'm Malia. I'm our communications chair, so you've probably seen some emails come out from me, and I do our website and social media stuff. But I have a fourth grader and a first grader this year, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice. And we have Jason. Jason is new to the PTO this summer. He joined.
Yeah, I'm Jason Jewell, and apparently I'm the, what is it, fundraising chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, woohoo! I got a 5-year-old daughter, Joy. She's just started kindergarten there at LNFI with Madame Stevenson. Yeah, I'm excited about this.
It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah.
And we have Christoph here too tonight.
Hello, everyone. Christoph Di Campo. I have 2 kids in kindergarten this year. So with Madame Eichten, and last year they were with Madame Fatasek that I see online. So yeah, I'm actually the chair of the intern committee to bring in interns to LNFI from France this time.
Hey. So amazing to have them here. Okay, did I forget anyone? Reagan, do you want to say hi? I think I saw Reagan on here.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, who's the super adorable person?
sorry, but that kid was cuter than you, Reagan. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
I'm Reagan Hall Reinerth, and I'm helping out with marketing with the PTO. I have 2 kiddos at LNFI. I've been there since pre-K years, and they're in kindergarten and 3rd grade this year.
Awesome. And then we also have tonight, Bree Tershel is here. She is going to be joining the PTO for 1 year and 1 year only. She's helping us out as treasurer this year. So hello, Bree.
Hi, I have a 5th grade daughter, and I'm also hosting Charlotte this fall as well.
Awesome. Thank you. We're hosting an intern as well, and it's been really fun to get to know her and just watch her, interacting with the kids and learning about her culture. And so hopefully you guys have been having a good experience too. Okay, so that's kind of a rundown of the who's who on the PTO. So we are a really relaxed group. We're a really fun group. And really, I think it's fun. And we're really positive. We always have some good laughs whenever we meet together and when we're working together, and lots of good ideas flowing. It's really fun to just hear everyone, just what they come up with and the passion they have for the school and for helping, for supporting the teachers in the school. So our PTO mission is to support the school and the teachers in whatever way we can. We kind of look to them to see what they need, and then we go from there. We've already been really busy this year. I think we've had a great couple of weeks. The PTO provided 3 different meals for the teachers during workshop week, during their opening week. So we provide breakfast for them twice, and also a pizza dinner before open house. That was a really long day for them. So I know they were very grateful. I got an email from the principal, she wanted to let all the parents know how thankful that they were for all the meals. So we did a beautification day. So if you notice that it looks slightly better around the school, it's because well, Bree, oh my goodness, Bree and Malia, there were Mike, a lot of us were out there. We just pulled the weeds and we remulched and we planted some new plants. And just kind of spruce things up. So that was really good. What else? I'm forgetting something. We did open house. We had a table at open house. Yeah. Which was great. A lot of you probably saw us there. So it was great to have a presence and just kind of actually see people and see the students coming into the school and, you know, put faces to the names that we've who we've been working with for a long time virtually. So it was a great night. And it was really fun to see everyone. So PTO, our PTO at LNFI is a little bit unique because we have the intern program, which Christophe will, I don't want to put you on the spot, Christophe, but in a little bit, Christophe is going to talk about it, just so you know. So our PTO fully funds the intern program. So we fundraise all year long in order to pay for the visas, a monthly stipend and healthcare for the interns. We find host families for them. So, you know, it's a lot, and it's an amazing, amazing thing because it really lowers the student to teacher ratio, and it brings a lot of native French language input into the classroom. So our PTO has a big mission and we have a big job to do. And it's really amazing that we get to work together to make that happen. And so during the year we have multiple events. The last couple years have been a little more quiet for obvious reasons. We haven't been able to bring interns over for the last 2 years in a row. So we haven't really had to do huge, big fundraisers, and we haven't been able to anyway. So this is really our first year for a lot of us who are new to PTO of a full year of events. And so we do teacher appreciation. We provide meals for the teachers during conferences. We do the book fair. We're going to be bringing a new and really cute spirit wear design to you for in time for Christmas. So that'll be awesome. And we'll have some, a lot of people have requested like sweatshirts and like winter gear. So that will be coming. We'll have some like warmer things for people. We do several big fundraisers. So this year we're going to have a fall event. There will be a direct donation campaign. We're going to do the fun run. We do the plant sale, which we've been able to do the last few years. So we will do that again this year. And then, yeah. And so so those are some of the events that we do. And like, so we had a lot of people that graduated from PTO a couple years ago, and we've been rebuilding. And so it's been really exciting, and we've done some things, you know, differently and, you know, in new ways than the past PTO has done. And we're kind of rebuilding for a way that works best for us. And we have a lot of fun doing it too. So, so if at any point during the evening, you're thinking, I want to get involved in PTO, just go ahead and put your email address in the chat function. You can see the chat on the very bottom of the Zoom. You just click chat. You can put your email address in there and we will get in touch with you. We would love to have you join us. We have a big mission this year. We have a lot to do this year. It's going to be fun and really exciting. So we would love to have you. And now we're going to talk a little bit about, oh, and also if you guys are thinking of any questions as we go, you can type them in the chat, and we'll also have time at the end for questions. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the committees. There are 4 committees that make up the PTO. that do the important work of the PTO. And we are so lucky to have 4 amazing people leading them. So our first committee is the intern committee. And Christoph, I was hoping that you would tell us a little bit about intern committee, explain what it is, what we've been doing, what's going on.
Of course.
Yay.
Yes. So intercommittee is lots of fun. Small but mighty. We have Rebecca and Malia in the committee, as well as Andrea, whose kids already graduated from LNFI, and they are in middle school and high school. And she's been really gracious to keep helping because she has the knowledge. She participated and led this committee for like 10 years, pretty much, prior to the whole shutdown in 2020. So yes, so we've been learning from her, and same time again rebuilding this program from scratch. So not from scratch, but from the foundations that exist actually, but restarting it really. So really 2 components to the intercommittee. Rebecca mentioned the funding. So this is unique to, it's a unique situation where the PTO is actually funding the entire program and not the school or the district. And how we do that is through all the different events throughout the year that I'm sure are going to be discussed during this meeting. So a big thank you to everybody who works on them and that participates to these events. So we have that fundraising. Then we have recruitment. So recruitment on 2 sides. Recruitment of the host families, which is, without that, we wouldn't be able to, this program wouldn't exist without the host families that are very gracious to actually bring somebody into their house for about 4 months. And there are, advantages. Some of the advantages of that is having that cultural exchange with somebody that's coming from abroad. And also, it goes both ways, right? For the host family and also for the interns that are living in and learning the ways of the American life in a home. So that's compared to being in a dorm or something like that, it's a completely different experience for them. So that's great. Of course, what the interns bring to the families and also to the entire LNFI, to the entire school, is that cultural exchange, that the French that they will be talking to the students, also to the teachers. Hopefully they're having exchanges in French with the teachers. So that will also be a little, allow that practice of the language as well. So yeah, big thank you to the host families. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make this work. So recruitment of the host families and then support through the process. Throughout the years, we've learned a lot of lessons, and we try to share those with the host families as well through some materials and documentation to be able to help them navigate through that. Then on the fundraising, then we have the recruitment of the interns, the French teaching interns, and the recruitment happens through, we go through a process of interviews to ensure that the candidates are good for what we're looking in LNFI. And then of course, once they arrive, what we've done in the past month is support them as they get there, through all the paperwork, badges, social security number, you name it, opening a bank account, offering what plans for cell phones and things like that, just getting them through all that logistics to get them up and running, and of course starting to work in the school. So yeah, those are the two areas, and very exciting. We're still learning. I'm learning, and as we go through it, we'll be able to give you an update. One of the things that I think would be great is to have more support, because right now, more support from other parents, if possible. So we're recruiting parents to be part of of this intern committee. So that would be great to have more people to help us out on that. All right, that's all I have. I don't know if you have anything else,
Thank you.
Rebecca.
Yeah, we'd love to have you join us. It's really, really fun to feel like you're working on this committee that makes such a big impact, because I know that the interns make a huge impact in the classroom and at the school. And it's so exciting to see these, amazing young people coming over and working with us. So
yeah, and they are really professional. They're
Yeah.
either right now, I mean, they are either wanting to be French teachers abroad, and they have like a bachelor's degree or master's degree. They're starting a master's degree, or they want to be English teachers back home. In this case, for the roster that we have this year is from France. So they want to be French teachers back in France. So they really are focused on that, on building that career. And I think that it will show in the way that they work with the kids. The other thing, like Rebecca did mention, is the fact that it does help. When I see like in the class where my kids are, there are 25 children. So being able to have an intern that participate for half a day every day, more or less, because we have five interns, it really, it really makes a difference. I saw that last year when my kids were in pre-K. We had Madame Faltesek and then a teaching assistant, Madame Meyer, and it was a little bit that it was like, what a privilege, to have two adults teaching and working with all the kids. I think it's just a great experience for them.
And speaking French with them too,
Speaking
like
French with them.
double the
Yes.
input,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Christophe. We are so lucky to have you on intern committee.
Thank
And we
you.
also have a fundraising committee. So Jason is new this year. He's just getting started, and we're going to have a great year fundraising. Jason, is there anything you want to say about fundraising?
No, but I have a lot of good ideas, and I think I touched base with you on a possibility for acquiring prizes.
Yes.
And from that warehouse, and I think that'll not only save us some money in the long run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was looking at prices on stuff that they had in the list.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and I just thought, I think we could get a lot more bang for a lot less buck, and get people more interested, right?
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do phenomenal this year just with fundraising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. And I think people have really invested in the program. And when you donate your money to the PTO, what you're donating to is the interns in the classroom and supporting the teachers through meals. And it's just really things that give them really tangible supports that they really, really need. So it's exciting that we get to do that. And we have some good fundraisers coming up this year, starting with the direct donation campaign. So pretty soon you'll be hearing from us. You can't escape us, in case you didn't realize. We will email you, we will text you. Okay, so we have our next committee is social
Hey,
committee.
Rebecca, sorry,
Yes.
before we switch to social, can I just put a plug in for Amazon Smile?
Yeah.
So we can send up a how-to paper for anybody that might be interested on how to set up Amazon Smile if you utilize Amazon Prime. It is a way to do some passive fundraising for LNFI that doesn't cost anything. I know as a mom of 3, I use Amazon Smile for just about everything. And I'll get a statement every quarter saying I raised $5 or $25, and I don't even know it. So if anybody wants information on that, we can send that out as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really, you probably just said this and I was typing, but it's Amazon Smiles a great, like, we all shop on Amazon. So it automatically donates part of your purchase to the PTO. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it adds up too. I don't know how much it was last year, but
It adds up.
we end up almost having like $1,000. I don't know how much it was, 800 perhaps, for a whole year, and just everybody getting in there, and it's great.
Yeah, and we usually have like a flyer coming home that will show you how to sign up and everything if you're not sure. So you can watch for that. Okay, Mike, do you want to talk about social committee?
Yes, so social committee, we kind of bridge the gap between the PTO, the parents, the kids, and the staff. A lot of what we do throughout the year is taking care of our teachers. We're so genuinely, I think, just blessed to have such a great staff of teachers that take care of our kids every day, that this is our opportunity to give back to them in a lot of ways. Generally, we do meals through conferences, try to provide just little things that make their weeks a little bit better, show our appreciation. We also, if you were with us last year, we did the food truck event at the end of the year. So we're planning more of that. We have some events coming up pretty soon. When we get into the full social updates, I'll talk more about some of our progress on those events and where we're at with those. But I know that this is kind of new in the last couple of years of having a social committee that actually has some in-person events. We haven't had those over the last couple of years, so we're getting back into the swing of doing some actual community events. So you'll see those throughout the years. The next year, it's a fun committee. I say that because I'm the only person on it. So I would like more people to help me out. I do have a lot of help from my lovely wife. She helps out with a lot of the delivery of the meals and stuff. Like Rebecca said, we did 2 breakfasts and dinner for the teachers over the week of workshops going into open house. You know, I think Madam Bowler-Bully, who is my kid's teacher, she gets the preference like Madam Faltset got last year. I pried a lot into what they want for lunches and stuff like that for the conferences. We try to keep it mixed up, but really it's just about expanding our school community. And for me, that one of the ways to do that is food and just social interaction. So that's truly what we're about, is building the community of our school. Like Rebecca said, our PTO is about support and fun and just creating an environment where we're just a group of parents trying to do the best we can for our kids. And part of that is taking care of the teachers that take care of our kids every single day. So if you have any interest in the social committee, please reach out, because I'm a lot of times a one-man show, sometimes a 2-person show if my wife can help out, but we'd love to have more people join us in what we do.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, one of the things, as I mentioned, we've been rebuilding. So we've just had a few people working on the PTO. We're like a small but mighty group. And so as we grow and as we kind of build back, we're hoping to have more people on each committee, so that, you know, right now it's just kind of when we do an event, we all kind of pitch in and help everyone out. And hopefully as we go, we'll have more people. I know more people, there are lots more people out there that want to be involved. So and next we have the communications committee. So Malia, you want to talk a little bit about that and how you can connect to the PTO?
Yes, thank you. So there's a few different ways that communications go out or get home, and that is usually through backpack flyers is one of the main ones. So those will go home in the folders. For like larger things, so for like our PTO meetings and some of our events, that will also come out from the school administration. So everybody should get those emails. However, for most of it, it's kind of done where you have to sign up to get PTO communications. So we have an app that we use, and the app has a directory, and we're going to have like a monthly like recap and newsletter that goes out with you know, a recap and then also what's to come. So I will put in the chat like a link to our app. You can also use it on like a computer too. There's a web page for it. So if you don't want to download the app, that's not a problem. But what it also has, sorry, is a school directory. And that's just a way for, you know, like students to get in touch with classmates. You can reach out to other families that have signed up through the app. So it's only available to those who like opt into it. And the app also has a spot where you can sign up for volunteers. It's got little updates on events that are coming up. And then it hosts our like our spirit wear as well. So it's kind of like a one-stop is what we are hoping for it to be for everything. And if you are already on the app, it has not been updated so all of the students from last year, unless you've updated it this year, your student probably says that they're in their previous grade. So if you're able to update that, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I will go through and update that at some point as well, but it may just be slow. So that's the only disclaimer there. But yeah, I think that's it for the most part. One thing that I'm trying to get set up, and also if anybody is able to assist in this, is also having our, I guess like our emails available in Spanish as well. So if anybody has capability to help with that, if you could reach out, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you, Malia. Malia is like the machine behind the PTO. She does so much, and thank you so much, Malia, for all your work. The app is really awesome. So if you guys are not signed up for the app yet, you should download it and get on there, because it's great to connect with other people, to set up play dates, you'll be able to order the spirit gear through the app. And it's just like a nice one-stop shop for everything PTO. And then we also have marketing committee, which has been working so hard and to promote the school in the greater community. And we have Reagan here tonight. So Reagan, do you want to talk a little bit about marketing?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Rebecca. So the main focus of the marketing committee this year and going into next year for sure is going to be retaining our current student body and helping to grow and increase recruitment at L'Etoile du Nord, because it's kind of a hidden treasure, a hidden gem right now in St. Paul Public Schools, and even beyond St. Paul Public Schools. I think, you know, it's a very strong school, period. And I don't think a lot of people know about it. So we want to change it from the best kept secret to the worst kept secret, I think. So we're just really getting started. There have been some teachers that have been just, you know, phenomenal advocates and supporters of this. Abby Kaufenberg has been really amazing in a lot of her work. And so I'm very interested in any family members who would like to participate in the committee. We're hoping to have 4 teachers and at least 6 family members participate. So if you could just put your email into the chat, if you're interested in learning more, I would be very happy to follow up with you and share some more information. So again, our primary function is just to get the word out about the school. I'm also sitting on a broader committee that St. Paul Public Schools has put together to help address the need to increase enrollment across all of St. Paul Public Schools. So I'll be able to bring any learnings and findings from that committee back to us. But I'll say honestly, I think L'Etoile is moving much faster than the district is, which is fantastic. And the PTO has set aside some budget for us, which is amazing. So we're looking for people who have an interest in communication, so writing communications in particular. Also looking for people who are interested in community engagement. We have this fantastic list of organizations and companies across St. Paul and the broader suburbs that could potentially benefit from being aware of L'Etoile and having people and families and children attend the school that might not know about it. And so it's essentially, I think one of the biggest things we need a couple of people to do is help with phone calls and visits, door knocking at these organizations, and really putting a face to the school and sharing information about L'Etoile and hoping that they can get the information out to their membership would be fantastic. So somebody who's interested in community engagement would be great. And then, as I said, also somebody who's interested in actually writing communications and assisting that way. Anybody who's interested in data and insights about various audiences, fantastic committee to be a part of. There's a tremendous amount of data as a resource that's available to us through St. Paul Public Schools. We just need somebody to mine it so that we can learn about the types of people who come to the school. We can also learn from exit surveys why people are leaving the school, so we can better understand what's happening there. So again, I think it's a great time for this part of the PTO to be kicking off, and I'm very excited to welcome people to the group. I have about 20 years of marketing experience that I bring to the table, and a handful of years of experience with L'Etoile, and I am a French learner. And so I'm just, anybody who's interested, even if you don't think you necessarily have the skill or experience, but you just would like to learn more about how to spread the word about the school, this is the committee for you. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you so much, Reagan. Marketing committee has been really fun, and it's exciting to think about how we're growing the school and all the different ways that we're getting the word out into the community. And it's really strategic, and it's really been fun. So you should join marketing committee. All right, so that's that's the rundown of all the different committees. Usually when we meet for our PTO meetings, we have some time for each committee that they go over like what the new business, and we discuss what's going on with the committees. So that's kind of what a typical PTO meeting looks like. And so next, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the open positions that we have for the year. We have had a couple of leadership positions. Fidel, we are talking about it now. I see your question in the chat. Yeah. Oh, and also if you're in the chat, there's the login to get into the app. So we've had a couple. Hey, is this Fidel?
Yes, it's Fidel.
Hello. I think I've seen you on some meetings before, so welcome back. It's good to see you tonight.
Yes, thank you. So,
did you have a comment or a question?
No, I need more insights related to the question that I just asked in the chat.
Okay.
Yes, because I know that PTO is like, so you are acting on behalf of the parents. And yes, I know that in every school, we have PTO. Mm-hmm. And we know how things work there. But since I am attending this meeting, it seemed like all has been done, before. And now you are just coming in front of the parent and just, bring out what you already set up. That's why, we need more transparency.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I
I'm really excited to have more insights related to the question that I just asked in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. Can I pop in, Rebecca?
Yes, sure. Hey, Abby.
I don't know if this is, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I've been teaching at L'Etoile du Nord for a decade now. We had a very large PTO. Sorry about the screaming child in my background. And it was kind of
Madam Koffenberg, our gym teacher, if you don't know.
Sorry. It was kind of decimated during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic, it was down to like 2 people doing all the things. And my understanding is that until very recently, all of the positions have been open and they've just been begging somebody to take them. And we finally just got them all filled. So my expectation, and this is, like I said, I'm on the wrong track, is that we're really grateful for the people who stood up to volunteer, and moving forward, as more people are interested in volunteering, it will probably look more like it used to when there were bigger elections. But for the meantime, it would have been a ballot of 1.
Yes.
You know, all of these people
If
would
we
have
were
been
lucky.
ballots of 1.
That's what it was. That's exactly how it happened,
Yeah.
actually. So exactly how it happened. So you know, when we have a daughter in the 3rd grade, when did we join in kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
So in kindergarten, when we joined the PTO, like Madam Coffenberg just said, it was decimated. There was nothing and nobody there.
Rebecca and Malia.
So this is going into our 3rd year here. And every day from that point of me and Jen just kind of being like, well, we want to be a part of it. We've actually been sending out emails and passing out candy and talking to parents. So any of you parents
We'll
at
do
all,
anything.
literally, if you want to be more involved, respond to our emails.
Yeah.
Show up to any of our events. Like Fidel, I'm
be with
super
us.
glad you asked this question because this is going to give us more chance to get more involvement. So
Yeah.
please, if you want to be involved, respond to emails. Come on in, the water's fine.
Yes. We are awesome.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
how we
would
voted,
totally.
because there was nobody else. The room was empty. It was me and
Yes.
Rebecca. We were like, "Donna, do you want to go?" So I just reenacted the entire scene for you. That's how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it just so happened that the year the pandemic hit, there were a lot of PTO people who had been on for years who had 5th graders, and they all left. And then it was really hard to, we didn't do a lot those following years, and it was really, yeah. So I would just echo what Abby said and Madame Koffenberg and what Johnny said.
I mean, you see some of the tables, right? We're at the tables. We're asking for email addresses. We're passing out stickers. Please, if any parent out there wants to be more involved, please step up.
Yes. Yeah. So what we've typically done is when we get email addresses, like say at open house, we got a list of people who are interested. Tonight, maybe if you're interested, you'll put your email in the chats, and then we will reach out to you and we'll just say, these are all the open positions.
Fidel, I want to see your email right now pop up.
Yeah, put your email
I want to
in.
see your email right now pop up. Let me see it.
Yeah, and then you'll hear from me, and you'll get an email from me, and I'll just say, these are the open positions, this is what's going on. And if we even get 1 person to volunteer for those open positions, we are just so thrilled. So, and I think what Abby said is right. Like, as we are rebuilding and getting more people, we'll go back to the more formal, where we have like 1 meeting where we have a vote and all
There is
that.
a raised hand. Somebody raised their hands a while
Yes,
ago.
I raised
Madam
my
Chofo.
hand since long time. I would like to talk. Good evening, everybody. It's Mrs. Chofo.
Hi, Mrs. Chofu.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Good. How about you?
Well,
All right. I am very cautious with the word because, in this country, we need some justice and some clear expectation. So when you say that you're recruiting, in my mind, is not sound right. Because you cannot recruit a parent. PTO is about family engagement, and I think we are part of that. So we should vote.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your comments. Yeah, I mean, I think when I say recruitment, I mean like just reaching out to the people who have expressed interest. So we reach out, we ask people how they want to be involved. We let people know what the open positions are. And when we get interest, it's really exciting. So
Because
when you say
call.
recruiting, I think I need to come to you, and I don't know, I don't have a CV to present to you, right?
No.
Exactly. So
No,
that is the point, because I think PTO is about the family. We are all here together.
Yeah.
We are all have a student at LMFI.
Yeah.
I was a former teacher, so I taught you are kids too, right? So we need to be very careful with the word that use, because some parent can can have their feeling be hurt, and it's not good.
Yeah. Well, we definitely want everyone involved,
And
everyone to feel welcome on the PTO. And I know that's been really important to us.
I agree with what Madame Chofo said, just listening, what Jean-Fils Aimé was saying. It sounds a little intimidating and almost like condescending too. Like the way he was saying it, it seems more like it's more like a click that somebody needs to like pass a certain test or something to join. That's what I got from it. That's what I got from it. So a lot of us don't have the information, the necessary information to join. Like I didn't even know, I don't even have the email. So when you're saying that you've been recruiting and you've been doing this and you can't wait for people to join and, oh, thank you for being interested. Like I see it kind of like, it's almost like condescending in my opinion. Like the man who talked previously, he obviously had some questions. And like I was saying, it feels more like it's a click almost, like people are kind of outsider looking in. It doesn't feel very inviting.
Thank you for that. Can I respond, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you and every other parent there, I'm a jovial guy, so I say things in a happy manner. But in all seriousness, though, we do want more involvement. So this is actually to the good. I am so happy to be hearing your voices. And please, oh please, leave your emails in the comments because we will reach out to you. It's what we've been doing this entire time. We want involvement. Like there's no click. We want involvement because we're all parents here. We're all here. But when it's time to show up and do things at the schools, it's not all of the parents there. So we would love to have more involvement. So literally, please and thank you. Put your emails in the chat and we will reach out to you. I promise you that.
Some of us are brand new parents. We joined the L'Étoile du Nord during the pandemic and there was no meeting or anything like that. So you have to understand that things were different. Like you said before, it was full and the pandemic happened. So now it's time to reach out and encourage people to join back because
please leave your emails.
Went south.
Yes, that's exactly what we're working to do. So like how we let you know that we're having the meeting tonight, the emails and the texts and all of that, that's like our way of reaching out and letting you know. And you coming to the meeting is, you know, how you let us know that you're interested and giving us your email. That's exactly, like, just really excited to see you, really excited that you're here tonight. And we want to be better. Like we said, all of us are new to PTO mostly. And so we're learning and we're working. And the old PTO had a way of doing things and just had a lot of those things haven't really applied because like Johnny said, there were 2 of us or something. So we've held our meetings virtually for the last couple of years and we've done things like that, but working really to reach out. And now that we get to see each other, I think in person, we're going to be having some events. Hopefully you'll come and say hi to us when we have our events. We try to have a really visible presence at all of the school events. So that's another way you can just come and say hi.
Thank you, Jamie.
And thank you so much for coming tonight because this first meeting is always so exciting. We usually have a lot of involvement, a lot of people here and a lot of excitement at the beginning of the school year. So we're really excited to see you. And like Johnny said, we're just like happy to hear everyone's voices. And we want to be representative of the parent population at LNFI, and we want you to be involved. So on that note, here are the open positions that we have going on for this year. So if you're interested in getting involved with PTO, there are lots of ways to do so. You can join a committee, which basically means that you would attend the committee meeting and work on the committee business. So say you're interested in the intern committee. We meet once a month, so you would join us at our meeting. We talk about things we need to get done and accomplished for the intern committee to be moving forward. So the time commitment would be probably a couple hours a month for a committee. So that's one way you can get involved with the PTO. Always just coming to the meetings because we want to hear your voice. We want to hear your feedback. It's really important to us. So coming to the meetings is a great way to be involved with PTO. And then we do have some leadership positions that are going to be open for this year. We are looking for a book fair coordinator. Our book fair coordinators moved schools and we need someone. Oh, I'm seeing all kinds of emails coming in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. So we are looking for a book fair coordinator. If you love books, if you love the book fair, I love the book fair. I think it's so fun. We need someone. So basically the time commitment, this person would help recruit volunteers to work at the book fair. And then it's during parent teacher conferences. I believe it's 2 or 3 days the week of parent teacher conferences. So you would help set up, you'd help tear down, and then you'd recruit volunteers to work at the book fair, like cashiers, I guess. So if that sounds interesting, that is a desperate need. We have it all set up so that it's going to be happening this year, but like we've set up our account and everything with Scholastic, but we need someone to head that. The book fair partner is Scholastic. Okay, and when is the book fair? So it'll be in November during parent teacher conferences. It's usually like the week of like the teens, like 15, 16, 17. And they usually, I don't have the exact dates of the conferences up, but they usually are open during parent teacher conferences and then usually for a couple hours beforehand. Oh, Madame Smith, say hi and tell me how to pronounce your first name so I don't butcher it. She said she could do it. Yay.
Hi, we're brand new. We have a pre-K.
Oh, welcome.
But we have other kids and I've done the book fairs before at their school. Happy to do it. I am Shelda.
Shelda.
I'm part of the condo family, so my husband's hiding somewhere.
Oh, hello. We've been emailing. Yes, thank you for reaching out.
Yeah. So you could put the condos down for the book fair.
Okay, thank you so much. Malia will be in touch with you. Malia, do you want to reach out to Shelda?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. That's amazing. Because like I said, there's like 4 or 5 of us core people and we try to do it all, but we need help. So really appreciate that. And then we also are looking for a new secretary. So that is a position on the executive board. This is the position I started in on the PTO, so I can answer any questions anyone might have about what it is to be the secretary. So the secretary is responsible for creating the meeting flyer. It's about, I'd say like the week before the meeting, you have about a half-hour time commitment. You create an agenda, you create the meeting flyer, you photocopy the meeting flyer for distribution. And then the week of the meeting, you attend the PTO meeting, you take notes at the meeting. And then you follow up like the next day, send out the notes to everyone, and we publish those notes as well so that any parent who's interested in finding out what the PTO is up to can see the notes. We post those on Facebook and on our PTO website. So that is an opening. It's not a huge time commitment, but it is really important to have someone in that spot to help us out. So
I have a quick question. So
Yeah.
when there is a position open, like just the
Yeah.
verbiage of it, does that mean it's a paid position?
No, all the
Oh,
PTO
see, that's what
positions
Madame
are-
Chofo was saying. It's like, when you say position, for me, I'm thinking like, it's like a job.
No, we're a nonprofit and all the positions are volunteer. So all the people that you've heard talk tonight, none of us get paid anything at all.
Yeah,
We're
that's
all
what
doing
I thought,
this.
like Fidel was saying, it's run by parents, it's for parents by parents. But when
Yes.
you say like position, I'm thinking it's a job.
Yes, it's just I don't know, a leadership role. I don't know. It's just I don't know what I would call it then. I guess, secretary of the PTO. That's what we're looking for, a new secretary. We don't have any money to pay anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we don't, yeah, no, all right, it's a nonprofit, and all of the people who work for the PTO are volunteers. And we do it for to support the school.
So, Mrs.
So,
Latta, I have a question again.
Sure.
Because you have those positions open. How does the other position were closed? When and how? That is why I
Yeah.
call transparency.
So I can give you
This year is the first day today.
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
so I can give you some my experience. I've been part of the PTO now something like 6 months, or since the beginning of this year, I think like the spring or February, March, somewhere there. And what I started doing first was to attend these meetings, right? Since the beginning, my kids were in pre-K. So since the beginning of the school year, I started attending these meetings. And then same thing, the PTO was asking for help. There was even less people. So help, put your email if you want to help. So of course I put my email and I say, hey, I'm interested, because one of the things that we were talking about in the fall of last year was bringing interns for this new school year, right? 2022, 2023. So I'm like, oh, I'm interested in that. Sounds fun to recruit, teaching interns from other parts of, Francophone world. So that's what I did. I started attending. Rebecca was the chair. So she had many hats, right? Because there are not enough people that participate. So she has the hat of, back then was the, vice president of the PTO. And then she had also chair of the intern committee, along with Malia, who also has different roles. So I started participating. Since I work full time, I was like, I don't want to commit too much. So I was just helping them, and little by little, I like the water. It was fun. And then I realized that, hey, I can do it. I can take the chairmanship, so being the chair of the committee. I still get a lot. I mean, I'm not doing it alone. There's a lot of help, or as much help as before, by Rebecca, by Malia. And yes, so then that's how I ended up being the chair of the committee. Was there a vote? No, because we only were 3 people, and the 2 other people were actually had already other jobs, other responsibility, other roles within PTO. So they were really happy to have somebody else take a little bit more responsibility, even though I haven't done really. But anyway, so that's how it is right now. It's not like we are many competing to become chair or anything like that. No, it's more like many of the participants that you see here in the PTO have multiple roles, and they're looking to give some of the roles to someone else. So that's just like Mike, he's the chair of the fund committee, and guess what? He's the chair of one-person committee. So if he continues like that, next year he's gonna be the chair again. So the point is more people, so there can be rotations. I mean, we could even have, I've seen in other organizations that I participate in, where we have like a chair elect. So then the second person is elected, and it kind of shadows the one person that's chair for a while until, okay, now it's my turn, but I had a year as vice chair, so I learned the job before, or learned the role before it's my turn. Again, everything is nonprofit and non-paid, is all volunteered, right, for the school.
Yeah.
Well, for our kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're all.
Yeah, and we're so grateful for all the people who donate their time. That's another thing I would add too, is that for me anyway, I'm really want to be respectful of everyone's time. And that's one thing that I know if you've been in any meetings, you've probably heard me say this before, but we are all very busy parents. A lot of us have jobs, and PTO is volunteer, and it should be fun, and it should be something that we enjoy doing, and to build relationships and support the school. So we want to be respectful of everyone's time. So if you want to volunteer with us, you should not feel like you're volunteering for some like black hole that we're gonna like make you work 1,000,000 hours. It's not like that at all. Each person decides what they have to give. And if that ever changes, then boundaries are awesome. I love a good boundary. And I am secretly so excited when people set good boundaries. So that would be something else to add.
I would like to attest to that, but I believe, Shelda, you had raised your hand. So go ahead and then I'll follow up.
Thank you, Jen, and thank you, Rebecca. So I think we could use the example of me volunteering for the book sale as like how it sounds like things occur. There are so few people to do the amount of work that needs to be done. I could see where at the next meeting, somebody might say, Shelda is chairing the book sale. And maybe people might wonder like, well, how did she get that position? And it happened just like this. And if there is opposition or somebody was also thinking about it, I am happy to relinquish that. It's just, I saw a need. I saw it match my competencies and experiences. And so I volunteered. I don't think I own it. I'm very open to collaborating with others. And I imagine that everyone else who's sharing the things that they're doing is open in a similar way. And I think the spirit of what I've been hearing so far is just that we're just trying to piecemeal something post pandemic.
Yeah. Thank you, Shelda.
Exactly.
Stephanie, hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. I like your example, Shelda, because that's exactly what I was thinking too. And there is some interest in this household, or Colin and I were talking like, oh, maybe the secretary position, but then I just want to put the brakes on it because I also want to, I'm hearing what Fidele and everybody are saying. So like, is the appropriate process, if we have interest in this house about the secretary position, should we say that out loud to you? And then what will happen? Like what?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, in the last 2 or 3 years, we've never had more than one person interested in a position.
Okay.
So if we do, that would be amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, if you are interested, just put your email in the chat and I will follow up with anyone who is. And I know that there is a procedure that they use before for elections, and we have it in our bylaws. So I will definitely look it up, and we just haven't needed it because we haven't had anyone. So if you are interested in the secretary position, that'd be amazing.
I'm going to say for the record that Colin was the one who said it, not me.
Okay.
But his email's in the chat.
Thank you so much.
And hey, maybe what I think is a really good point from Fidel that in for transparency, maybe part of when a position is going to be filled, or like in my case, after 8 months helping out, I was like, okay, I think I can dedicate, commit to doing this for the PTO to becoming the chair. Maybe there is a month or
we
a couple
posted or
weeks,
something. Yeah,
exactly, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Posted to the whole community, the LNFI community, saying, "Hey, Crystal is becoming chair. Anyone is against it? Raise your hand."
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
And that way, or anyone is interested. I mean, we are only 3, and I'm the only one who's only doing the intern committee. Both Rebecca and Malia are also in different committees. So anybody's welcome to join me.
Yeah.
And to take chairmanship next year if you want. That's fine too.
Yeah. And I will add to that, tonight, right now, is the first time that we have really talked about the open positions or let people know what they are for the year. The other positions are people who've held them in the last few years. So, and are just wanting to continue on. And I know that in PTOs that I've worked with before, they had like term limits for some of the leadership positions. I mean, I don't know if they've done that. I don't know if they've needed to do that. I know the previous president was on for a very long time. So I don't know, but we should look into that, because I think it would be healthy to have turnover. You want continuity too, but Reagan, did you have something you wanted to add?
Yeah, so I had a preconceived notion about what PTOs were with like, there's these very structured committees and these are the roles and these are the roles. Like this is all that we need people to do. And that may be the case in some schools, but in our school, my experience has been more like, I actually came to connect with the PTO through my son's teacher who knew about my marketing background. And she said, I want you to talk to Malia and Rebecca. I think we could really use some help with recruitment and retention at the school. And then it just kind of blossomed from there. And I think a lot of it, at least for this school, it's about if you have a talent or gift or a skill or something to share that you think could help families and help kids at the 12, this is the forum to share those thoughts or ideas. And we will find a way for those things to come to life, which I think is, an amazing thing. So if you can sing, if you can dance, if you like writing, if you play an instrument, even things like that, or if you say, I think there might be, kids, or I've heard about a substantial number of kids that have specific types of needs that aren't being met. This is also the forum to bring that forward because collectively we can have a very powerful voice. So we can advocate for the needs of our kids together as a whole group. So there's kind of these committees and things that we do, but I think we're also a really strong advocacy group for the school. We also advocate really powerfully for our teachers. And I've seen that just in the last year that I've, kind of been involved. So that's just another kind of side of things, aside from the very, the specific committees and the detailed activities that are structured part of the PTO. I just wanted to share that this is this is the space for the community.
Yeah, thank you so much, Reagan. Yes, this is the place where it all happens. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. So I just relisted all of the committees in the chat so that you can see the people who are the chairs and the different committees if you wanted to look back. Someone had asked about that.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Can I say something
Yes.
too?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something new that we're trying this year also is having the Zoom meetings recorded, because we realize that like not every family is able to make it to the meetings. And so there is the opportunity for those who can't be here to watch it and always like reach out if they want to be involved in any way. So as like Reagan had said, anything that you would like to offer, please always reach out.
Yeah, we've had such productive and good conversations during our PTO meetings, and it ranges, and when there's issues that come up, sometimes we discuss those too. So it's great. This is a great place for us to come together, to just be together, to talk, and collaborate. And we love hearing everyone's voices. So we are running out of time for the evening. If you still wanted to hear from me and get more involved, you still have a chance. You can still put your email in the chat, and then and I will follow up with you. You know what? We do have one important item of business that we need to take care of before we sign off. We do have a new position, and we're going to call it PTO Hype Man. And we have one person who is just our perfect PTO hype man. And I believe no election is needed. So Johnny.
No, wait.
Wait, do we need an election?
We have to have an election.
Let's do it.
Let's do the election.
Let's do it.
Let's do the
All right,
election.
who votes that Johnny is our new hype man?
Aye.
Aye.
Ah! Does any other people want to step up and be the hype man?
Person. Thank you,
Hype
Sheldon.
person. Hype person.
How are you, buddy?
Yes. Hype
Hype
person.
parent. I, I,
Johnny
so,
is the hype person.
in full transparency, right? I was the president of PTO. I did decide to step down because I don't know if you guys knew I was very sick in the beginning of the year, and I have been coming out of that recently, and I'm still recovering, and I'm trying to work. I work for myself to try to get my business back up, and I didn't have the time and energy to put in what I felt was necessary to be president. And Rebecca's amazing, Mike's amazing, the whole PTO crew is amazing. So I was like, you guys got this, but I still want to help, right? So if all I can do is be the face and be the hype and support, you guys and the students in any way possible, that's what I want to do.
Perfect. Thank you, Johnny. It's going to be an awesome year with PTO. Like I said, we are having a full year of fundraisers and events, and we need everyone. We need every person and every voice, and we want you to be involved. So I will be reaching out to everyone who has put their email in the chat. You will be hearing from me in the next week or so, and I will let you know all the different ways you can get involved. We've talked about a lot of them tonight. In the meantime, if you're, ruminating on something and you want, feel free to reach out to us too. Malia, will you put the PTO website in the chat? Or the link, the PTO email address. You guys, it's past my bedtime. Oh gosh. So you can email us too, always. And we have a website where you can go and check more out, check out the PTO. Malia works really hard on that. It's beautiful. Jen, did you want to talk about that the dance class real quick?
Hi. All right. So for everybody that doesn't know me, my name is Jen. I was treasurer, kind of interim treasurer for a while, but again, as my husband said, with his health and needing to get him healthy again, we're stepping down. So he's gonna be the hype man. I'm gonna be kind of everybody's assistant, helping out on all the different committees wherever I'm needed. So I just can't commit to much right now. With that being said, one of the parents that I know shared with us today and had asked me to share tonight at the PTO meeting that there is going to be a grand opening. I don't know if many of you remember, we had a dance residency at LNFI led by Madame Saint-Just. She led it here last spring, I believe, with her company called Fouette. And it's a wonderful, she runs a wonderful company that teaches dance and music and drumming in celebration of the Haitian culture. And they're having a grand opening at their new place in Golden Valley, which is very exciting. And if anybody would like information on that, we will be sending that out via email.
Perfect. I know a lot of the students had a fabulous experience at school in her class, and mine included. They loved it so much. So it's really exciting that there's an opportunity for them to continue that if they want. So thank you, Jen. All right, you guys. I got to look at my calendar because I don't know off the top of my head. Our next PTO meeting will be Thursday, October 13th. We are meeting later from 8 to 9, as you know, and we cut the meeting a little shorter. So hopefully we'll try to wrap it up in an hour next time. Thank you to everyone who came tonight. Love the beginning of the year. I love hearing everyone's voices. I love all the excitement, and thank you to everyone who has offered to help out and offered their support. We have a big job to do this year, and I'm really excited. We're going to crush it. So thank you so much. And until we see each other again, everyone take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
I just had some big typos in my last chat thing, but yes. Like, ready to go.
I was,
Yeah, mine was actually just utter garbage right there. I was like, oh my gosh, we're shutting off soon. Is anybody gonna look at this?
I was accidentally, oh, whoops. Trying to figure out this computer. I'm so,
So the people who are on, Abby had said she was under the understanding that the PTO would have space in the principal's newsletter, which we do. So that's different this year.
okay,
And that is fantastic.
yeah.
Right now, I think we need to get that information to Daniel, the new admin.
Yeah.
And so I think it might be a little, I don't know much about how it works yet, but I would say talk to Daniel, see what we need to get, how much information it can be. And I honestly love that everything or a lot of information is going to be more consolidated into one space. So
Madam
Mhm.
Pedersen told me that, like, because I have a newsletter, that it should be to her by Thursday. So I sent it
Okay.
on Tuesday and I sent it again today, just in case they missed it, because it's the beginning of the school year and it's chaotic, and we'll see if it winds up in there tomorrow. But I think that's the deadline I was told, was by Thursday, anything you want in the principal's news blast.
Good to know. Thank you. I hadn't heard back, so I was like, I probably should have sent out like more information this week and like backpack flyers and stuff. And now I'm like looking back and realizing that. So I'll make sure that it's by Thursday from here on out.
should we, should we send information that we might want on the newsletter to you, Malia?
If you
So-
want, yeah. And then I'll just send it all at once.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like upcoming committee meetings or things like that. We could send that stuff to you or anything else that, yeah. Okay, great.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Malia, we saved the chat, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I went in
Just-
here to do that and
For the love of God, I do not want to lose any of these email addresses.
I won't leave until we have it.
I've been taking screenshots, but
I took some
I want
screenshots, but-
insurance. I want insurance.
Usually you just like go in and save the chat. So
Okay, I'm going through and I am.
Save chat.
A lot of these people I
Chat
already
saved.
have their email.
oh, someone was able to save the chat.
I saved the chat.
Oh,
Jason.
on mine. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember our first meeting last year? Oh, different tone. We got some good email addresses though, so who's still here? Manette is still here. Manette, you need to say hi.
Hola.
Hola.
That's the wrong language.
Oh my gosh, I met Manette at open house last spring and I was so nervous when I was talking in front of that whole group. And she was in the front row and every time I looked down, she was like smiling and nodding.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
And so I will never forget you.
The best.
Oh. Who do you have at the school, Manette?
Joy. My daughter's Joy.
Oh, are you
Started with-
like Jason's? Are you related to Jason?
No.
somehow?
She's my ex-wife.
Okay. I like her,
Yeah, she has
Jason.
Miss Stevenson, so it's so exciting.
What?
She has Miss Stevenson in kindergarten. She's so excited.
Oh, cool. We had
So
Stevenson last year. We liked her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
can't
doesn't let
wait.
anything by. You know, she puts
Honestly,
she
yes.
handles business in that class.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
I'm
you for
signing
coming
off, but I
tonight.
can't wait.
What?
Keep me updated. I'm signing off, but keep me updated.
Thank you. Yes, I will be in touch. You can't escape
Awesome.
us. And
And then
Etienne, are you still here? I don't know. I see another person. I don't know.
I have a question. When you logged in, did it say LNFI PTO's page?
Yeah.
A meeting room or something?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just
Your
wanted to
name
make
is
sure that-
still like the name on your picture is LNFI PTO.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. All right.
It's an interesting name you have, LNFI PTO.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but it seemed like it worked okay with just letting everybody be able to enter.
Yeah, I liked that. Malia is so committed to the PTO that she did a name change. Oh,
Okay, I have to let my dog
Oh,
sit.
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Well, good
I
night,
need to go too.
everybody. Love
Night.
you all. We'll see
Good
you
night. I
soon.
think I got all the screenshot of all the emails. It was great to see everyone. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Reagan.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Good night. I'll see you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.